I've been staring at weather models for 20 years, and what just appeared on my screen has left me absolutely speechless. Within the next 7 days, Britain could witness the most savage atmospheric flip switch since meteorological records began. Every weather centre across Europe is now reporting the same terrifying conclusion. We're heading for Arctic conditions that will redefine winter. Meanwhile, most of you are probably enjoying this mild January weather, completely unaware that chaos is assembling just beyond the horizon. By the time this video ends, you'll understand why emergency planners are quietly activating protocols they hoped never to use. But first, smash that subscribe button because what's coming will require daily updates as this unprecedented pattern evolves. Right now, at this very moment, the jet stream is beginning to fracture in ways that will fundamentally alter British weather. However, before diving into the chaos ahead, let's examine exactly how today's innocent-looking rain is actually setting the stage for something extraordinary. Across the Midlands and eastern England, this current downpour represents the atmospheric equivalent of the calm before an unprecedented storm. Nevertheless, what's building across Scandinavia is so powerful that it's forcing meteorologists to rewrite their understanding of winter patterns. Simultaneously, temperatures tonight will crash to -10 across Scotland, yet this is merely the opening act of something far more dramatic. Furthermore, the GFS and European models have achieved something remarkable: perfect agreement on an Arctic invasion scenario. Consequently, cities like London, Birmingham and Manchester are about to experience winter conditions beyond anything witnessed this generation. In addition to this, the Scandinavian high-pressure building eastwards is displaying characteristics that textbooks describe as meteorologically violent. Therefore, regions like Bristol, Cardiff and Liverpool must prepare for temperature drops that will challenge basic infrastructure resilience. As a result, what started as routine fog warnings is rapidly evolving into potential emergency declarations across multiple counties. Most importantly, the North Sea moisture, combined with genuine Siberian air, creates perfect conditions for snow totals that could break records. Subsequently, Edinburgh, Glasgow, Leeds and Sheffield face winter warfare on a scale that most residents have never experienced. Beyond this immediate threat, tonight's frost is just the appetizer before the main course arrives with biblical intensity. Additionally, ensemble members showing -15 temperatures are no longer outliers. They're becoming the dominant forecast solution. Meanwhile, Cambridge, Norwich, Ipswich and Colchester are positioning themselves as ground zero for sustained snow shower bombardment. More significantly, this pattern's persistence means we're potentially looking at weeks rather than days of sustained Arctic conditions. Drop your location in the comments right now, because what follows will affect different regions in ways that defy conventional weather wisdom. Remarkably, Southampton, Portsmouth, Brighton and Canterbury, southern cities that missed winter entirely, face potential travel chaos. At the same time, the blocking pattern across Scandinavia is forcing the jet stream into positions meteorologists call unprecedented. Specifically, Hull, York, Lincoln and Grimsby sit perfectly positioned to receive the full force of North Sea snow machines. Correspondingly, energy demand could spike to emergency levels when regions unused to freezing face sustained sub-zero temperatures. Similarly, Oxford, Reading, Luton and St Albans around the M25 corridor could experience winter weather beyond historical precedent. Crucially, the speed of this transformation is what's genuinely shocking: Atlantic mildness to Arctic invasion within 48 hours. Furthermore, Nottingham, Derby, Leicester and Coventry sit where easterly winds will create sustained snow production for potentially days. Looking at these dew point temperatures reveals air masses coming directly from Siberian wastelands, temperatures that challenge survival. Astonishingly, Plymouth, Exeter, Taunton and Bath could witness Arctic scenes more suited to Lapland than supposedly mild southwest England. Given these conditions, infrastructure implications become staggering when regions lacking winterization face genuine Arctic assault. Consequently, Preston, Blackpool, Lancaster and Carlisle may experience snow showers that make Lake District conditions look amateur. What we're witnessing represents atmospheric dynamics that educational textbooks classify as once-in-a-generation meteorological events. Along the coast, Dover, Folkestone, Margate and Ramsgate are becoming epicenters of snow activity that could bury seaside communities. From an economic perspective, disruption potential becomes massive when winter weather simultaneously affects productivity centres nationwide. In the Midlands, Stoke, Wolverhampton, Walsall and Dudley face conditions that could make northern Scotland appear tropical. These temperature anomalies of -15 represent beast from the east intensity, but models suggest even greater extremes. Across Essex, Southend, Basildon, Chelmsford and Harlow are positioned for sustained easterly assault, delivering potentially double-digit snow totals. The psychological impact alone will prove staggering when mild weather populations suddenly face conditions challenging basic daily survival. Near Welsh borders, Wrexham, Chester, Shrewsbury and Telford could witness temperature contrasts creating snow factories across landscapes. What began as today's routine warnings could explode into emergency declarations affecting millions across unprepared regions. Throughout East Anglia, Peterborough, Kings Lynn, Norwich and Great Yarmouth are becoming Britain's answer to Siberian snow production. If heating demand surges overwhelm national grid capacity, entire regions requiring Arctic-level energy could face systematic failures. Up north, Sunderland, Middlesbrough, Darlington and Durham face maximum North Sea exposure, creating sustained snow bombardment scenarios. Should transport networks face complete paralysis, widespread snow affecting unprepared motorways and railways could create national chaos. Along major routes, Gloucester, Cheltenham, Swindon and Salisbury could experience conditions making Welsh mountains seem Mediterranean. The confidence levels from forecasting centres are genuinely unprecedented, multiple independent systems screaming identical warnings. Continuing eastward, Ipswich, Felixstowe, Lowestoft and Southwold face maximum easterly exposure, creating genuine blizzard potential. When emergency services face their biggest challenge in decades, Arctic conditions affecting unprepared regions could overwhelm response capacity. Through central areas, Worcester, Hereford, Kidderminster and Evesham could witness snow accumulations transforming pastoral England into Arctic wilderness. Given agricultural implications, livestock and crops across southern England facing sustained sub-zero conditions could create food security issues. Across Kent, Maidstone, Ashford, Canterbury and Margate may experience snow showers creating whiteout conditions lasting multiple days. This pattern could revolutionise winter expectations across traditionally mild, Atlantic-influenced regions throughout southern Britain. Through central corridors, Banbury, Bicester, Aylesbury and High Wycombe could witness winter scenes belonging in Arctic exploration documentaries. Health service implications become staggering when unprepared regions suddenly face conditions challenging basic infrastructure resilience. Across Lancashire, Blackburn, Burnley, Rochdale and Oldham could experience snow showers making Pennine conditions look like playground activities. Once supply chains face disruption, major transport arteries freezing across unprepared regions creates inevitable distribution chaos. Along southern coasts, Hastings, Eastbourne, Brighton and Worthing could witness snow showers normally reserved for Scottish Highlands. From educational perspectives, we're witnessing meteorological textbook examples of extreme pattern amplification developing in real time. Around Warwick, Leamington Spa, Stratford-upon-Avon and Rugby, Shakespeare country could experience conditions making Hamlet's Denmark seem tropical. What's approaching represents atmospheric warfare, creating new benchmarks for British winter weather severity and geographical impact. Throughout Surrey, Guildford, Woking, Farnham and Aldershot could experience snow totals rivaling anything across traditional northern mountain regions. The timing couldn't be more dramatic. Precisely when everyone dismissed winter, the atmosphere delivers its most savage correction. Near Humber areas, Scunthorpe, Grimsby, Cleethorpes and Immingham face sustained easterly bombardment, creating weeks-long Arctic conditions. Community resilience will be tested beyond normal limits when suburban areas require survival skills typically reserved for expedition scenarios. Throughout Hampshire, Newbury, Andover, Winchester and Basingstoke could witness transformation from mild counties into Arctic survival zones. Historical significance could prove enormous if conditions rival the most extreme winter events in British meteorological documentation. Across Essex coasts, Clacton, Harwich, Colchester and Braintree face maximum North Sea exposure, creating sustained snow production. What started as routine January weather could explode into the most meteorologically significant event affecting generational British experience. Through Wiltshire, Chippenham, Marlborough, Devizes and Trowbridge could experience Arctic conditions, making Salisbury Plain resemble Siberian tundra. The next 48 hours remain absolutely crucial. Subsequent model runs will either confirm this apocalyptic scenario or show miraculous reprieve. Around Lincolnshire coasts, Boston, Spalding, Skegness and Mablethorpe sit perfectly positioned for sustained easterly assault lasting weeks. If you're excited about experiencing proper winter or terrified about potential chaos, engage with this content and share your thoughts immediately. Through Cotswolds areas, Cirencester, Stroud, Tetbury and Fairford could witness picture postcard villages transformed into Arctic survival scenarios. Hit subscribe and activate notifications because this pattern demands continuous monitoring, as forecasts either confirm catastrophe or show escape. Across Fenlands, Wisbech, March, Ely and Chatteris face flat terrain, snow accumulation creating landscape transformation visible from orbit. Comment your exact postcode immediately and specify whether you're praying for snow or dreading complete infrastructure breakdown. Through smaller towns, Melksham, Bradford-on-Avon, Corsham and Cairn could experience conditions challenging basic civilization survival. These atmospheric dynamics mirror those that paralysed Europe during historic events that reshaped entire societies. Across Cambridgeshire, Huntingdon, St Neots, St Ives and Ramsey face sustained accumulation across terrain offering zero natural protection. What unfolds over the coming week will determine whether this becomes legendary winter or the season that broke everything. Share this analysis immediately with everyone in potential impact zones, because preparation windows are closing faster than anticipated. Whether you're a winter enthusiast or someone requiring urgent guidance, we'll track every development until this extraordinary pattern resolves. Britain stands on the threshold of discovering whether it's prepared for genuine Arctic invasion. History is about to be written.